Good morning, everyone. I wasn't supposed to speak today, but here I am, standing before you, the heart of the Invictus Games, where heroes are celebrated. I am Meghan, the mother to our two sweetest children, the wife to the visionary who brought these games to life, Prince Harry. Canada feels like home, and I'm here to remind you all that we should be ever so grateful for the incredible work my husband has done. But really, this moment, this stage, it's about me too, isn't it? Let's take a moment to appreciate the magic of this day, and of course, me. The Invictus Games, an event meant to honor the resilience and bravery of wounded, injured, or sick armed services personnel, took an unexpected turn this morning when Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, seized the spotlight in Vancouver, Canada. On a day dedicated to the athletes' stories of triumph over adversity, the event was overshadowed by what many are calling a self-aggrandizing speech by Meghan, who claimed she wasn't planning on speaking but felt compelled to take the microphone. The moment began innocuously enough, with Meghan appearing on stage, her presence initially welcomed by the crowd. However, what followed was a monologue that seemed less about the athletes and more about her personal narrative. She spoke extensively about her life, her children, and her role as the Duchess, all while linking these elements to the games in ways that felt forced and self-serving to many in attendance. Critics and observers online have been quick to point out the incongruity between the event's purpose and Meghan's speech. Posts found on X describe her speech as over-the-top and babbling about herself, suggesting that her words were more about self-promotion than celebrating the athletes. The narrative spun by these posts paints a picture of Meghan using the platform not for the games but for personal gain, igniting debates about her motives and her understanding of the event's ethos. The controversy deepened as Meghan's speech was dissected in real time across social media, where she was accused of love-bombing Prince Harry in public, potentially as a response to rumors of marital discord. This interpretation, while speculative, adds layers to the narrative, suggesting that even her praise for Harry might have been strategically placed to manipulate public perception about their relationship. Moreover, the claim that Meghan wasn't planning to speak stretches credibility for many. Event organizers typically have a tight script, especially for such high-profile moments. Her assertion, therefore, could be seen as an attempt to appear spontaneous and relatable, which backfired when viewed against the backdrop of her detailed, personal narrative. This incident at the Invictus Games isn't the first time Meghan has been at the center of controversy for her public appearances. Her presence, often magnetic and undeniably influential, has sometimes been criticized for overshadowing the core message or purpose of the events she attends. Here, at what should have been a celebration of military veterans' indomitable spirit, the focus shifted uncomfortably to Meghan's personal story and her connection to the games through her husband, rather than the athletes' stories. The backlash has been swift. Comments from posts found on X describe her speech as ridiculous and cringe, highlighting a sentiment of frustration among those who see the games as a sacred space for veterans. There's a palpable sense of disappointment that an event meant for heroes was turned into a stage for Meghan's personal narrative. In defense, some might argue that Meghan, being a key figure in the Invictus Games due to her marriage to its founder, should naturally share her thoughts. However, the manner in which she did so, focusing extensively on herself while touching briefly on the athletes, strikes many as tone-deaf. Her speech could have served as a moment to amplify the athletes' voices, to share their stories of resilience, but instead, it became a monologue about her own journey. This episode at the Invictus Games raises questions about the balance between celebrity involvement in charitable causes and the integrity of the cause itself. It underscores a recurring debate: when does the celebrity's narrative begin to eclipse the mission they're ostensibly supporting? As the dust settles on this day, the conversation is likely to continue, not just about Meghan's speech but about the broader implications of celebrity involvement in philanthropy. Whether this moment will lead to a recalibration of how public figures engage with such events remains to be seen, but for today, February 8, 2025, the Invictus Games will be remembered as much for Meghan Markle's impromptu speech as for the athletes' achievements.